believing in yourself is absurd. Believing in yourself is absurd because the self is cannot. Like, what are you believing in? You're believing in. You're believing in the false self. That's what it is. You're believing in the storyline because what is a belief? A belief is a storyline. It's a set of mental programming. So what are you believing in? Believe in yourself. Who is the self? Or believe in your power. Who are we talking about? Who am I? Who is the self? Before you have to be able to. How can I say this without sounding condescending? Let's see. So, okay, look. Question everything. So when you hear the term belief in yourself, ask yourself, what is a belief? And what is yourself? What is the self? Ask yourself these questions, like, what is a belief? What is the self? And it turns out the most important question you can ask on the spiritual path is, who am I? Ramana Maharshi pointed it out. His self-inquiry method of who am I? You keep saying, who am I? You meditate on the inquiry, who am I? Until it purges you from all the falsity, all the false things that you are not. So often when motivational speakers say, believe in yourself, they're referring to that self. They're referring to the self that is not you. They're referring to the mind-body illusion. They're referring to the storyline, which is very finite. It's a dream character. They're referring to it. And I, in my older days, the people who were watching the fitness videos from the many years ago, you guys are witnesses to how often I use this terminology and how often I made videos like believe in yourself, and they always got good crowd, good, lots of likes, lots of comments, lots of interactions. People want to hear this. They want to hear that this false self, this illusion, really matters and it's really grandiose. They want to hear it. They want to hear that they're really special. It just reinforce, because why? It's simple. I think it's one of the laws of, I don't know, physics, thermodynamics or whatever, right? What's in motion tends to continue to move. What's still tends to stay still. It's describing the law of attraction. Birds of a feather fly together. It's the law of attraction. You attract who you are. So yeah, what's in motion tends to stay in motion. What's at rest tends to stay at rest. It's the same thing. You're in a society that perpetuates the glorification of the ego, which is just a story of who you are, which is basically selfish. Most of the times it's selfish. And you could obviously use the ego in a positive way. I'm not demonizing the ego here, because it is the way you navigate through this dimension. You can't escape your ego, because ego equals thought. As long as you're thinking, you're in the ego, and ego exists in the astral plane. The whole thing with, I'm a star seed, I'm a wanderer here to save the planet. That's the ego also. It's just more refined. It's being used for selfless purpose. But it's still ego. So it's part of existence on all the 6 densities, and the 7th is when you merge and your ego dissolves completely. So it is part of the game. It's how the game is played, is via the ego. The way it's manifested on this plane, it's very much selfish, which is service to self, selfish. So glorifying the material body, glorifying the personality. So and what happens in this plane is, because that's how all of us are programmed via media, via all the institutions of society. This is how we're all programmed. So, because that's how we're all programmed, when somebody tells you believe in yourself, you're not hearing the true self. You're not hearing, because the truth, you don't need to believe in who you actually are, the awareness. There's no belief there at all. The Tao that can be spoken is not the true Tao. So then what is left? Then you're believing in the storyline. You're believing in the personality. You're believing in the material body. And you're glorifying them. Often to serve yourself. You're selfishly. Often. So some people are smart enough to, use it and then use it for positive, for service to others, of course. Okay, but a lot of times they'll also fall in the trap of feeling that they're special. Okay, because you want to hear the truth. The truth is you're not special. And yes, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the truth is you're very loved. Your existence matters. It's important because it can't be otherwise, because you're part of perfection. You're a piece of the puzzle, and the puzzle is only complete if you're in it. The truth is you're not special. And now I'm speaking to your mind-body complex. I'm speaking to the personality. I'm speaking to the material body and the personality here. And that is not special. You're not special. At the end of the day, you're a small piece of an infinite puzzle. You're not special. Your existence is important to the whole puzzle. You're part of the puzzle. But you're not special. What makes you special than the next piece of the puzzle? You're just as seemingly insignificant, although you're significant. Because again, if one piece is missing, then the thing is not a whole. But the thing is whole, so then, it is significant that you exist. It is significant that your ego exists. It is significant that your mind-body complex exists. I would say it's even important for the game, but it's not special. It's not special. You're not any more special than the guy picking his nose and burping. You're not more special. Oh, but man, I'm more awake. I'm here to spread the light. He's not. He's here to pick his nose and make some wonderful trumpet-like sounds with his farts. I mean, doesn't that make me more special? I'm here helping the world. I'm here, creating a difference. No. He's just as much part of the puzzle as you are. He's just as much God as you are, just in a different plane of consciousness right now, in a different part of this of the soul's evolution, in a time-space illusion. But you're not any more special just because you're doing the work of God, the work of good. And the masters understand that. The masters understand that they're not any more special than the next guy, the next gal. And so what is this belief? The belief is you're special. You're a special person. You have a special personality, You have special talents. Of course, because you can't believe the true self is the opposite of belief. There's no belief, there's no words. The true self is a state of being. It's a state of being. It is an experiential state of being. It is absolute existence, is Satchit Ananda. Absolute knowledge, absolute existence, absolute bliss. There's no such thing as believing in yourself. That's the delusion that whenever you even say believe in yourself, you're referring to that part of you that it doesn't even really exist, that is not there, that is looking to see what it all comes down to at the end of the day is the fear of death. It comes down to finity and infinity. It comes down to that duality. And in your fear of vanishing, this ego, this personality, this mental construct goes on and says, well, look, all right, my physical body is going to deteriorate. Okay, fine. But what about my personality? What about the mental construct, the I am, the I? What about the I? What about the I, man? Well, if I tell myself a story that this I is special, it's really special, it's really unique, it's really, it's like, it's doing, things that are much more important than, what that other human or what that other soul is doing, then maybe that way I will somehow gain immortality. Maybe somehow in that way I will live on. You see? And so, okay, yeah. So and yeah, it's still fear of vanishing, fear of non-existing anymore. It's not yet fully realizing that you're immortal. You are already immortal. If you're already realizing that you're immortal, if you're already realizing that you're eternal, that you're eternity itself, what else is there left to believe in? What other story do you have to entertain to make yourself feel like you're important, or you're gonna somehow live forever because you're doing something special? That just falls away naturally, because you're like, oh wow, it's right here now. I am infinity. I am eternity. I am immortality itself. I am the whole universe. I never was, and was never born. I'll never die. I am. I am. I am pure existence. I am pure bliss. I'm peace. I'm serenity. When you realize that it is now, right here, wherever you are, whether you're in a room like this, not having have slept for 3 days in a row, and whether you're somewhere on a beach, relaxed, having a blast, having a vacation, or whether you are caught in your 9 to 5, at every moment you could just realize, wow, here I am, I'm eternity. I was never born, I'll never die. And then you realize that, and you become it, and you be it, and there's nothing else left to believe in. At that point, everything you do is just, it's almost like a sideshow. It's almost like that's just what the Tao is doing through you. You don't have to make a story, you don't have to attach meaning to it. You really don't. You really don't. You just let it be as is. Oh, well, I'm making videos here. That is the way the cards are dealt. I am making videos. Okay, I am, and making videos is happening. So making videos are happening, and I am. I don't have to make up, a grandiose story about like, wow, Saeed's videos are really gonna leave an impact. Man, I'm making this huge impact right now. I'm gonna save the world, man. I'm gonna reach 10 million people. I'm gonna be like, yes, I did something special. Because first of all, I can't even carry all that out without the support of the universe. I got hooked up with this opportunity to teach kids online. How did I found out about it in a synchronistic way. I checked my Gmail junk or promotions folder. Who gave me the hunch? Somebody else, and another a higher self, a higher entity. I couldn't be doing this right now without them, this comfortably, and that's just one example. The truth of the matter is, I could not have done any of this without my father's financial support throughout my university years. Without his financial support while growing up. I couldn't have done this without certain people that came into my life. I couldn't have done this without certain experiences that the universe put me through. Hell, I couldn't even do this without being blessed enough by the universe to still be healthy and vital. I ride the bike here, the moped. Here especially where I was, where here in Copenhagen, where I am now, and in Pai where I was, these are some of the most dangerous streets to drive in, with the mopeds. There was a ridiculous, because now people are crazy in this time of the year. It's insane. Like, it's 3 a.m. the music's still playing. People are insane. I'm hearing like motorbikes and people. It's insane. It's somebody just died. Yes, well, no, not somebody, more than somebody, right? Crazy, dangerous. These are some of the most dangerous roads to drive in. There are tourists come here and they're crazy and they're driving those mopeds drunk. Now, you know, I'm not going out there with any fear. I go in there and I, God bless. You know, I got the blessings here. You know, and I just feel it and I thank and I just say, well, all right, I'm not, you know, I am blessed. I'm just, you know, here we go. I couldn't do it without this because it could easily, anything can happen easily, very easily. And I do have a tendency from time to time to press on the gas pedal also and go. It's there also, but it's usually when I feel like confident enough, but anything can happen. You see, without the blessings and the support and the nourishing and the looking out, I couldn't do this. So then, you know, a time comes where, yes, 10 million people, 10 million subscribers, and all this accolades and praise is like, now here's the false self. Pops up, says, well, I'm really special, aren't I? I did something really, really profound here. I did it. I did it. As opposed to giving credit. Eating a humble pie. This is something I actually started learning. This is one of those things I'm so grateful for Psychedelics for teaching me. They really drilled this into my head. The concept of giving credit to higher, something higher than you. Something higher than this minuscule, finite mind, body, mental construct. They really drilled that lesson into my head, really, because I was very arrogant very, very arrogant. Really, truly, like, I mean, seriously, I was really arrogant. I take credit for everything. In my head, it's always, I did it. I'm going to do it, and I'm will. I had very strong will, too. You know? As soon as I started to take psychedelics, they really helped me with that one specifically. Because I think they saw that I really need a lot of help in that department. And so instead of taking the credit, just give it. Say thank you. Instead of saying, whoa, you know, man, like the reason why I'm not gonna get in an accident or anything like that because I drive really good. Like, you know, like, yeah, I drive really good. Like, I'm taking credits and saying, well, thank you, Spirit. I mean, thank you. I mean, anything can happen now, right? Thank you. You just give credit. You say, well, thank you very much. Whoa, I did it all by myself. I made a brave decision to step outside the comfort zone and challenge my parents and challenge their beliefs and challenge all the beliefs and go and travel and go and do my thing. And I've done it all now. Look at me. I helped all these millions of people because I took these brave decisions. I did this and I did that. No. Because again, anything can happen. Anything can happen. If let's say, again, something happens and I lose my health or something or that or other, or I get paralyzed, whatever, and I can't even teach anymore and I can't even make these videos anymore. It's like, no. There's always forces operating and you're part of it. You're just really honestly, in brutally honest way, you're part of it. And that's where you eat a little humble pie. And that's when you realize, no, man, I'm gonna just always, as much as I can, give credit to something greater. Just the Tao, the way, the force, Krishna, whatever you floats your boat. Just give that credit to it. Just say thank you. Much better to say thank you than try to go into your mind and create a certain mental construct and go into your will and make storylines about it. Just say thank you. Just here, take this off of my shoulder. I mean, it's a burden. Taking credit, where you feel it here. But when you say thank you, you just give it. Krishna says in the Gita, that's what karma yoga is, by the way. Karma yoga is one path of to enlightenment. Karma yoga is the path of selfless action. What does that mean? Krishna says, do everything that you do and give the fruits of your actions to me, to God, essentially. because he's God, right? He says, give the fruits of your action, dedicate the fruits of your actions to me. You know, so do your thing, do your deeds, whatever, to help people, but just dedicate the fruits to me. Dedicate the outcome to me. Give the credit. And it really feels like, wow, man, I'm carrying all this bag. It's a personality. You're carrying it out, and it's just like, whoa, here, take it. I don't want it. Krishna, you deal with this. Take this off of me. Just here, credits to you. You did everything. I did nothing. Here, just, oh, what a feeling, man. State of flow. How do you define a state of flow? It's a state of fluidity, a state of being here, a state of, if not absence of thoughts, but the diminishing of the number of thoughts in mind, the diminishing of the storyline, the belief, in other words. And it's just a being here, a sharpness, right? A effortlessness. Isn't it? Effortless. You're not doing anything. It feels like you're not doing anything. When you're in a state of flow, it feels like, man, I'm not doing anything. Right? That's what it feels like. That's why we love it so much. Because we really just want to give the credit. You know, we don't really want to take it because it just burdens us and it stiffens us. So, yeah. Good thoughts. Thank you to all the Patreons. Thank you for your support. You guys are supporting me too, and I'm pretty sure in the future I will be supported full-time on Patreon. So here we go. You know, again, why am I taking credit for anything at all? So I'm gonna give it to Krishna. Thank you guys. If you'd like to support, you get a couple of bucks a month to spare. There's a link in the description. If you want to just make a one-time donation, those are very, very highly appreciated. We're up to 32 Patreons. You guys are awesome. And what else? Said Mobile at Instagram. No, still music. Oh God. Okay. All right. Must have done it to somebody in a past life or somewhere. I was like partying and stuff, and now I'm paying. It has to be. Everything has a cause and effect. So I have to accept it is what it is. I'm done with videos. I'm gonna go for a walk here. Alright, until next time, may the force be with you.